coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. What's up? Welcome to the morning coffee in the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We got a hillbilly, mugenfool, and lone wolf.
Good morning, everybody.
Yep.
Good morning. Ah, man, it is the morning. It is a crazy morning. I started the day by getting my teeth cleaned at the dentist. Yay. Hillbilly was beatboxing and fighting arena this morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mugenfool climbed Mount Everest.
I wish I had that kind of energy.
That's why my arm hurts, because I've been hitting that dang on arena. And bag-legged, it would not play no dang on sound for me. Come on. Play that dang on sound, dang legged.
Play that funky music, arena.
Play that funky music, right?
I had to. I'm sorry.
All right. But anyways, good morning. Welcome to the show. Hope you have good vibes. Hope the day goes better for you. A small announcement. Tonight, I'm not going to be playing video games. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do tonight. Because my little TV that I use as a second monitor is not here. And the way I have OBS set up, I need that second monitor to play games so I can see what I'm doing. So we're probably going to hang out tonight or play a Commander game tonight if you guys are up to it.
Cool.
Yeah.
As long as Mugenfool plays.
Oh,
if I could, I would. If I had the cards, I would.
Well, if you were part of the giveaway, there's a chance you could win a giveaway deck.
I am part of the giveaway.
Well, then there you go. Cross your fingers and hope to win.
Yeah.
I just said that to segue into saying we're in the middle of a giveaway. There's a link to the video giveaway entry in the description below, so check it out. Be part of the Discord. Be part of the fun. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. So that's how we go. And then today we're going to talk about competitive Magic and our dreams for it. That's the topic of today, but right now, as my brain's barely functioning because I've been up since 7:30 this morning. Need to upload a couple of the morning pictures. Picture of the day, card of the day, all that fun jazz. Need to do that. But yeah, so you guys excited?
Yep.
Yeah. You guys eat a good breakfast?
Yeah, give me some sausage and eggs.
Nice. That's what it's going to be for lunch, for dinner tonight. Lunch, dinner, whatever. Sausage and eggs.
Oh.
Yeah. Evan Mugenfool's had a full course 8-piece breakfast.
Yep.
Yep. Lone Wolf, how are you doing down there?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing all right. You have a good morning?
Yep.
Yeah. Must have felt weird for those people who couldn't watch Hillbilly this morning. That was a struggle.
Yeah.
That's.
I started to stream and couldn't hear no sound from my headset. So, okay, if I can't hear no sound, maybe they can't hear no sound. So then I got checked my dang on sound and no sound.
Oof. Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, you could see gameplay. You can hear me talk, but as far as game sound, there was none.
Well, it's fair enough to have a stream if you really wanted to stream, but no sound, I get that.
Yep.
But at least people could hear you and see the game.
Right.
Yeah. All right, my friends. Let's get to that portion of the day. One of my favorites.
Card of the day.
Card of the day. Mox Tantalite. This card is not used as much as it should be. It's not as good as Soul Ring, even though it is. It's not as good as Soul Ring, but it is good. Mox Tantalite. It costs 0 to suspend it for 3 mana. And it taps out 1 mana of any color. It's basically 3 turns free. You got to wait 3 turns to get a mana rock. It's pretty good.
It's kind of like the card on Golden Sarcophagus in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Just that.
How dare you compare Yu-Gi-Oh to Magic? Get out of here. Get out. No, I'm kidding. They're all card games, so there's a lot of crossover and thoughts and ideas, I believe. Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of things going on. Mox Tantalite is a fun card. It's a great card. It is an awesome card. It's just a pass suspend. One of the mechanics I got into when I was in my competitive years of Magic. When Time Sprout came out, that block came out, and they came out with suspend. I really loved the idea of it, so I built a suspend deck. It was insane.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. Fun under the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now with that, we're going to get to the picture of the day. The picture of the day is the serious MTG gamer mindset to win is study the board and play to the best of your ability. It's not funny when there's weapons at the table.
Imagine someone doing a table flip, starting a fight.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's supposed to be Magic the Gathering cards on the table, but whatever, they got like pamphlets, so it looks like they're studying like little maps or playing little paper games or something like that. Like, I did not even say anything about medieval times or something, and they're dressed all medieval. I'm like, what the heck? What did the prompt do? I said 2 men at a game table playing Magic the Gathering with weapons on the table and magic cards everywhere, and this is what it gave me.
Well, for me, they're studying magic instead of actual magic.
Right. He's like, the guy with the pencil's like, how do I use counterspell? Counter magic. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the serious MTG gamer mindset to win. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Let's see. Boom. So I had to kind of rush the morning's topic put together. I had a topic in mind last night because I was watching a video and I'm like, that's an interesting topic. I like it. I want to explore more of it. Competitive Magic and our dreams for it. Whoa.
There he is.
There's a random hillbilly just showing up.
Yep. I had something come up I had to take care of.
Wild Hillbilly appears. You want to catch it? Yes.
That's right. Catch it. Throw a Pokeball at him.
Yeah.
So competitive Magic and our dreams for it. So we've talked about competitive Magic a long time ago. Season 1-ish. So we're in season 3, so it's been a while.
Yep.
But when we talked about competitive Magic, we talked about things that were relevant for the time and things we'd like to see fixed. Well, I think competitive Magic is fixed a lot. Like, there's a lot that's been fixed for it. Prizes, advertisements in certain areas. But there's things I was thinking, what else could they do? What else could they do to improve Magic's image for competitive Magic? Because I believe competitive Magic is important. One, it showcases new cards, shows people the relevance of the energy in the game, the people who are serious about the game, and it helps build statistics on what cards are good in the format, and lets them know when a card is too broken for a format,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Ain't that right?
I've been hearing that card from Final Fantasy VV.
Yeah.
That is pretty powerful.
Well, VV is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Multi-format all-star.
Ah,
When in fact, HILLBILLY and I played against a deck running VV, and it was pushing a lot of damage and a lot of mana. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Remember how many counters is on VV? Is how much mana they get. They
damn.
get
much
not
mana.
1 mana, 2 mana.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Get a red and a blue for every counter that's on the VV. It's just too dang on broken.
I also heard the card Electro is pretty good.
Oh,
Electro's
we were
card from
talking about
Spider-Man.
that. We were talking about that before Spider-Man was in standard, which is technically not in standard right now.
Right.
It's in the pre-release week. Next week it'll be standard. And I'm saying, if they don't take care of Eevee, I think Eevee and Electro are going to do a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah.
In,
Definitely.
Yeah,
standard.
they will.
I honestly think they need to ban Cauldron. Because that's a combo with VV. Then they need to go ahead and just take care of VV while they're at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll see what they do. I mean, Final Fantasy has sold the most packs and boxes ever in Magic the Gathering history.
Yeah.
So they could ban it and block it and not lose any money off it anymore because they've already made their money on it.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
Very true.
we'll see how that goes. But with competitive Magic, there's a lot of things that go into. They look at the game, they look at the meta, they assess the cards and what's popular and everything. They assess the players. There's a lot of demographic studying going on for competitive players, and that does a lot for the game. Now, I've seen pictures online where whenever they host a world championship or a pro tour, they take a building and they decorate the heck out of it with Magic paraphernalia and stuff. That's pretty epic. But like some of the stuff I was thinking is about the image of Magic and where we could see it, like in the competitive nature. Because when you see like BBW and Luis Scott Vargas like go against each other, or they're going to be in the tournament. They're big faces. You know, like, wouldn't it be cool if you're driving down the road, like down a freeway, and you see a Magic the Gathering billboard saying Pro Tour, Las Vegas, wherever, in Utah, in Iowa, in other states, promoting the Pro Tour? How cool would that be?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I know a lot of people here on the show don't watch a lot of the Pro Tour. Like, that's me. Which I think you should. I think you honestly should dabble in the Pro Tour, because since you play Arena, you can see the decks. Even the last Pro Tour was kind of blah. Like, I won't lie, last Pro Tour was kind of blah because about every other deck you saw was a red variant of a deck. It was red blue, it was mono red, it was red something. It was like red was dominating the format.
Red is a very powerful color.
Well, it can be, and it definitely was. Like Chainsaw or whatever they banned. Not Chainsaw. You know the card. Corey Steelcutter.
Yeah, Corey Steelcutter. Yep.
Corey Steelcutter was a card that they banned because it was too powerful for the format.
Oh,
Kraus is too much of a mechanics for people to do with. Eevee dominated the meta, you know, and still dominating the meta.
I'm surprised they didn't hit VV then, but I guess they wasn't done making the money on VV, but
Right.
it does need to go.
Right. Well, it's not going to be at the Pro Tour this time. I think they're doing for draft. They're doing, which is awkward because for draft, they're going to be doing Edge of Eternities instead of Spider-Man. Their latest set.
That's weird.
It is weird because by the time this particular Pro Tour starts, Edge of Eternities will be 2 months old. You know.
Yeah.
So, and Spider-Man is going to be the newest set, and they're not drafting it.
Well, talking about draft, Arena, you know, they got their little draft thing going on Arena.
Right.
You know how you do draft, you pick one, then you pass it to the next person, you pick another one, pass it, and all that.
Right.
Well, on Arena now, it's different. You pick 2 cards, then pass.
Oh yeah, yeah. They changed the draft format, or I shouldn't say they changed the draft format. They created a new draft format for Spider-Man. See, in a regular draft format, you're surrounded by 8 people, and you get a pack. You take one, pass one, right? You take 1 card, pass the pack. You receive a pack. You pick one, so on and so forth. For Spider-Man, instead of going against 8 people, you're going against 4 people. And to draft, and they did that so it would be easier to get games going on. Plus, Spider-Man's like a smaller set, so they did a thing where you go 4 against 4 people. You pick 2 cards, pass the pack, pick 2 cards, and I guess that's supposed to help you with deck synergies and stuff.
Yeah, it's draft is draft to me. I mean, I ain't no good at drafting, and
I think if you seriously got into drafting, even though drafting costs money, they don't really do free drafts.
right.
You know, if you got into drafting would be a good format to start learning deck building. And in fact, that's how I learned deck building a lot. Even in Commander, that's where I got a lot of my hints and cues from deck building was in competitive drafting. You know, because drafting is almost a singleton format, with the caveat that if you pull like 10 Oblivion Rings, you can actually run all 10 Oblivion Rings in your deck.
Yep.
You know, so that's a little different. But like it is kind of like a singleton format. It teaches you the powers of cards. Draft is a limited format where your life starts at 20, so you get to see how powerful cards are in limited, and sometimes a derpy card like Colossal Dreadmaw is really powerful in limited, where in Commander it's possibly a card you don't want to run unless you got a special version of the card, like I do, and run it in my deck. Yeah. So, Lone Wolf,
What's up?
do you watch any of the competitive Magic stuff online when they come out during spoiler seasons, when they do the spoilers for the shows?
No, I do not.
Poor Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf, I had more hope in you.
It sounds like you're the lone wolf this episode.
Competitive Magic. All right, so I understand that you guys probably jumped in the game playing Commander right away. You know, except for the exception of Standard Arena and stuff.
Not for me. I got when I first started, it's been about 15 years. It was like a modern standard kind of thing that I started out with.
Oh yeah, Modern Standard.
Yeah.
See, Modern Standard are really fun formats. Even though the biggest complaint is there's too many rotation cards in Standard. Like Standard doesn't rotate for 3 years, right? Competitively, it doesn't rotate for 3 years, but every time they come up with a set, they purposely design a card to make you want to replace some cards in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
So even though there's not really a fast rotation with like this year 2025, where about every set that came out this year was Standard, and like the only set that came out this year that wasn't Standard was Innistrad Remastered.
Yeah.
You know. And holy cow, and like Final Fantasy pushed some cards. Spider-Man's going to push some cards with that new counterspell they got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to be insane. Insane in the membrane. But you know, in a way, Lone Wolf kind of gets in competitive Magic when he builds competitive Commander decks. In fact, Lone Wolf right now is building a tokens deck that's pretty fire. Like, it's doing the things he wants. He's trying to build it to get to the point where it's harder to deal with. In fact, Lone Wolf likes being the lone wolf in the game and being arch enemy at the same time.
You know me too well.
Which is fun because yesterday he was the arch enemy. Then I became the arch enemy with a big old creature.
Yep.
I kept on tapping it down, trying to get Let others take care of you. Damn, they just didn't even worry.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
oh yeah, it's crazy. And well, so that's another thing I wanted to bring up is because Commander used to be a very casual format, right? Like when I first started, it was like casual, diehard casual. And there was some CEDH decks back in the day, which is probably like bracket 3 in today's standard. But Wizards pushed so much content, so much cards for Commander that they made Commander more of a competitive format nowadays. I mean, when you're playing a format where land destruction is something that people look down upon, but now is a necessity to play a little bit of land destruction here and there, that's insane, right? Insane. So Commander is getting competitive, and people are in the talks of having a competitive Commander format. In fact, my local game store is doing this thing like once a month where they actually have a competitive Commander night. Which I need to go to. I need to attend to one day with my Rafika the mini deck.
Yup.
Because competitive Commander is 1v1. It's not 4v4. It's 1v1. So it's a bit different. It's a bit fun.
Well, Wizards been talking about trying to make Commander into a 1v1 game.
Well, they've talked about making it sanctioned, and making it a sanctioned format, which would be a dream if Commander was a seriously sanctioned format. Like at my local game store, we sign in and sign up for Commander games through the companion app, and we keep track of score there. There's a Commander option there. They're trying to make it more competitive, more sanctioned. What sanctioned really means is they keep track of your wins and losses, and they give out prizes.
Oh.
Right. Then people want to be incentivized with prizes in the competitive Magic Commander area.
Yep.
You know, that's where people have fun.
Yeah, I remember when Standard was like that. They had that store number that you get. I forgot what it was called.
DCI?
Yeah, DCI number. They had that DCI number. And that was the time. But now they ain't got that.
I miss the DCI number. The program they used, the internet website, where it tell you where you ranked in the world. That stuff was pretty sick.
Oh yeah, it was.
I loved being able to see where I ranked in the world, or at least in my area, because I was pretty up there. I wasn't like top notch, but like I was in the top 600 out of thousands of players. I was in the top 600. That was pretty cool. Like mugenfool, wanting to be the best there ever was, playing Magic the Gathering just because.
Yeah. I have to go. There's bad weather headed this way.
All right, bud. Have a good day.
I'm sorry I had to leave early.
Save the coffee pot.
I will.
All right.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
See ya.
Oh no, we lost someone. All right. Anyways. So I could definitely see if Commander became more of a sanctioned tournament thing. I could actually see Lone Wolf being interested in that. Not saying he's going to go out in public and want to play with people in public. I think the idea will spark up interest in Lone Wolf, maybe to the point where he'll consider the idea of showing off his boss decks.
I got a long ways to go before I'm ready to show off those decks.
Well, you got to test them somehow, right?
Well, see, I think the one I'd be confident in showing off is my lands deck. Beyond that, I have zero confidence.
Well, you have zero confidence. Your lands deck is pretty good.
Yep.
Like the deck I'm most confident in 1v1 Commander is Rafika the Mini. But that's because I know there are games where by turn 4 I can wipe you out. So if that doesn't work, that doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yep.
That doesn't always happen. But sometimes turn 5, turn 6, but it's fun watching people's faces when they realize the game's going to be over faster than they thought.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I got shut down in a deck. I was playing, like, the first time I went to a competitive Magic game, I played my 5-color dinosaur decks, and this guy played Winter Orb and kept all my non-basics tapped, and about every land in that deck's non-basic. It was rough. So I learned the hard way through competitive play that happened. But anyways, things we dream of in the competitive Magic and things we dream of competitive Magic the Gathering is things we'd like to see. Like, for example, here's a question as an example of things you might be thinking of. Like, what is something that would incentivize you to play competitive Magic? Like even on Arena, you play Magic. What is something you would want out of it, or something you'd want to see for it?
Less card drops a year.
Less card drops a year. That's an incentivized thing.
Yeah, because it'd make it a lot better and easier to build decks. And the
Right.
young cards would breathe.
But how does that incentivize you?
Makes you want to build better decks.
Mhm.
Oh, that's hard to build a better deck when they keep on dropping all this stuff all at once. I mean, when it rains, it floods, and dang, it's a flooding on the arena right now. Magic General.
Every 2 months, you're getting cards.
Yeah.
More spiciness.
Man, 3 years. I'm okay with that. But all these drops, oh man, that's too much.
Right, but Wizards of the Coast is going to be dropping sets like that, like crazy.
Oh yeah,
Like crazy. You look, they would stop doing it if they weren't making money.
true.
That's the big handout there, right? Handouts are making money, so they're incentivized to print that product every 2 months.
Yep. People stop
But
buying
like-
boxes
but like
and just
what-
buy singles. That might do something. I don't know.
Right? But to incentivize you is to get something out of it. The question is what would you want to get out of the competitive play that you're playing on Arena? Not what do you wish they would do?
Well, I don't play too competitive. I just like having fun.
Yeah, right. You like to have fun.
Yeah.
A lot of the derp decks nowadays are not getting all the love that they should get.
True.
People are getting more competitive online to defeat the average Joe rogue deck.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're put in a position where you got to start building better decks, you'd want something out of that, because that means you have to change something about your play style. To keep on
Yeah.
playing.
I want the victory.
You want the victory. You want the victory?
Yep.
Hmm. Like, you know what they used to do back in the day for playing F&M, which doesn't get enough love anymore. Playing F&M and having the DCI number, they would send you free cards in the mail for playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wish they still did that.
Yeah, but they cost them a lot of money to give out free cards.
Yeah.
One, they got to manufacture cards. They pay for that. They got to pay the design team to design the cards, even though a lot of them are textless or some special variant. And they got to pay for the mailing of the cards. So they were losing lots of money.
Makes sense.
They could possibly do something like that, but the player base is now huge. Huge.
Oh yeah.
But I think it would be cool if Wizards of the Coast did send pamphlets out in the mail to people who play the game. You know, can you imagine getting advertisements for Magic the Gathering in the mail, like your junk mail? That's good advertisement. They can advertise to people they don't even know.
Yep.
You know? Hello, Magic Dad. So I'd like to see a return of some sort of professional circuit. Right. Giving the end game for aspirational players. That would be awesome, Magic Daddios.
Yep.
Having a pro circuit, having a trail, having the Grand Prix, the store level events that lead to the Grand Prix and the Pro Tour to the World Championships. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see that again. In fact, one thing I'd love to see a return of, I don't know if you remember if they ever did this, but the Pro Tour Magic cards. Not the Magic cards, the Pro Tour Pro Player cards where they have a card giving you stats and some knowledge of the pro players.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even think they make cards of the winners now.
No. You remember that commercial they came out with? And they got rid of it really quick when, like, if you win the Pro Tour, you will know it, your friends will know it, your parents will know it, the people at school will know it, the people at the restaurant will know it. Like, they advertised that everybody would know you won, and they never kept up to that.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying Wizards of the Coast does not advertise. They advertise in a lot of places we don't even recognize.
Oh, yeah.
Like it still behooves me. One day, I was watching a video about Jurassic Park, and in the video, they advertised Lord of the Rings coming out on this non-Magic the Gathering channel.
I see them all the time on YouTube. We watch the video on YouTube. Then next thing you know, her pops up a Magic the Gathering ad.
Oh yeah, true. I don't see a lot of the ads on YouTube.
That's right. I do.
Right, because they got the premium service.
Right.
But it doesn't. But the premium service doesn't stop basic banner ads on websites or anything, right? So I could be on Facebook. I'd love to see Facebook ads for Magic the Gathering. I'd like to see website ads for Magic the Gathering. I think it'd be cool if they sent junk mail to my mailbox in physical form.
I do get mail from Wizards.
You do get mail from Wizards?
Yep, junk mail. Ad mail.
In your physical mail, you get mail from Wizards?
Oh, not my physical mail, but my
yeah, I get mail from Wizards in my email box too.
Oh, that.
Secret layer alert!
Yeah,
Secret layer alert!
Yeah, but other than that, I don't get none.
Yeah, I'm talking about physical mail, like getting something like this in the mail would have been cool.
Oh, yeah, it would have been.
You know, I come and I have, advertise that Burger King is doing something, or send us a physical mail saying at your local store when they do a crossover with another company, and they're like, did you know Hasbro is doing Spider-Man toys? I bet a lot of people forget that Spider-Man Magic set. Wizards of the Coast is doing something with Hasbro, where Hasbro's making these figures of characters from the game, real figures. They're probably repainted, like of original figures. And they're adding a card, Magic card with special art in that figure for $50. Like, that's cool, but I'd love to see that crap advertised all over the place.
Yep.
I think the pro circuit, but I think the Pro Tour competitive Magic needs more advertisement other than just relying on the internet. You got to reach around the people who pay for the premium stuff, the people who have the ad blockers. You got to think outside the box and get to them. And I think physical media is the way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think there'd be some fun collectible things in the mail, like they come out. Like, they're not going to send you a collectible card, probably most likely, but they will send you something that could be collectible down the day. Now, Dad's like, dude, it was on ESPN 25 years ago. It was also on MTV. If you remember that, yeah, they need to get around the surface of what they're doing. Like, it'd be cool to see it on ESPN again, or see it on something like Magic Pro Tour on YouTube is pretty cool. Yep. It's more accessible than ESPN because not everybody has ESPN. Like, I think I have ESPN, but I don't know. It's whatever is with Disney Plus.
Right.
But like they need more advertisements for the show. They need to brighten it up. They need to hawkfire that competitive Magic scene.
Yep.
Backwoods Collector!
Backwoods!
Planting those trees so you don't have to. Yeah. But yeah, so like there would be an awesome thing out there if there was more advertisement for the game we love. Like the game is no longer just for the nerds, right? It ain't just nerds who play the game. I mean, you have people like Cassius Marsh and other football players who are playing Magic the Gathering. You have legitimate stars, like movie stars play Magic the Gathering, musicians play Magic the Gathering. You gotta advertise. You gotta advertise more, right? And I think the physical media is the next best evolution. Like in the mailbox. That's a dream of mine to get Magic the Gathering mail like that.
Yep.
You know? I mean, that's an incentive to get people into Magic, and also, you know, if like your neighbor doesn't know what Magic is, that will branch a reason to talk about Magic to your neighbor. Because not everybody's just going to go out to some stranger and be like, "Hey, have you heard the good word of Magic the Gathering?" You know, it's kind of crazy, but yeah. I mean, business is business, and business is good for Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. I mean, that's crazy, but like, and I think what one of the things they should do is they should take their pro players. This would be a dream. They took their pro players and made a big deal out of it, like not just on social medias, but like make a TV commercial spotlight for the pro players.
Yep.
You know, put on a couple channels, like a big channels, you know, that have commercials. Like Magic the Gathering. Here's Luis Scott Vargas. Here's Jim Davis, or pro players just in general.
Right.
At the tournament, like BBW and stuff like that. Like, boom, here we are. Boom. Here's our favorite guys. They're gonna compete in the game of Magic the Gathering and have a blast with it. You know, I'd love to see another official documentary about Pro Tour Magic and how it's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bring back the invitationals. I don't know if invitationals has really been discontinued, but I haven't heard anything about invitationals where Wizards of the Coast will actually pay people to play.
I believe they do that still, but they do it on Arena.
Right, Arena.
Well,
You don't have to pay for a plane ticket that way.
You got to you get these coins in Arena.
Right.
And they have 2 days set aside, and you play like two different events. Like one might be standard best of three, and the other one might be historic or something like that. And then you'll get invited to go play it in paper, where you can win some money.
Win some money. Money.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, like have a giant invitational tournament. Like that would be crazy. Because like a side tournament, right? A side tournament. This would be cool if they advertised and everything. Where they paid 8 people to come and play a draft of the most current set. Not really talking about Spider-Man here, because that's 4 and 4, but they could do Spider-Man. But like, you know, pay people, film it, put up the quality, you know, because you're paying cameramen, you're paying for the space to use, you're paying, or maybe Wizards of the Coast needs to start creating their own studio where they can film people, right? Like build a studio where they actually own the property, they're paying the taxes and stuff, and they make a business out of filming their people playing their games. And the invitationals are people playing draft, or maybe they're playing Commander, or maybe they're playing Modern, or whatever is hot at that moment. Yep. And they put the quality in the editing team, like pay the editing team well, and make a functional side business like people do on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. but better than YouTube. Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on this jargon, Lone Wolf?
Just a second, I lost my train of thought.
Choo choo. Train's pulling into the station.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
So yeah.
I guess the one thing I can agree with you is I do agree they should advertise more like you said with the mail or stuff like that. I think it would be good to advertise more stuff like that.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not very familiar with the pro tours very much. I've never really, honestly, I haven't had the access to it other than maybe YouTube. I just haven't tried looking it up, so I might have to check that out just to see what it's about. But I think if they want stuff like that, they should advertise it a little bit more. I think.
I'm talking about physical advertisements when I talk about advertisements. I'm talking about billboards and mails. And if you like, where is it? I'm looking for the channel where they stream.
And I know people don't get newspapers anymore, but if we'd still get newspapers, putting stuff in the newspapers, I think would be kind of cool.
Right.
Yep.
That
And that
would be
ages
cool.
me a little bit, but
Well, it kind of ages all of us because I remember my friends, working for the paper companies, delivering papers and stuff. So for any of you interested, I'm putting a link in the chat, both chats here, where you can watch the pro tournament when it comes to standard or when Wizards hosted. It's a Wizard of the Coast YouTube page called Play MTG. They separated their pro tour and live gameplay videos from their main channel, which I think is kind of stupid. Which was legitimately Magic the Gathering on YouTube.
Now, we were talking about Commander earlier, and it's not really a sanctioned set. I assume they don't have any tournaments for like Commander and stuff, do they?
They don't have tournaments for Commander yet. It is actually in the discussions. They've brought it up. They're thinking about ways to make Commander a competitive format.
Okay. See, that would be something I would actually enjoy seeing.
Yeah, well, it could be. But like it'd probably be 1v1.
Well, it'd also be CEDH too.
Yeah. What happened to Hillbilly? His face was showing. Now he's just a logo.
Yeah.
Poor logo.
Trying to get my shoulder to quit hurting.
Well, stop your shoulder from hurting. Need some icy hot.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Like I think a dream for Magic the Gathering competitive plays definitely see more of an effort to reach out to the mass public. Because like Wizard of the Coast is trying to break that barrier where they're more popular than Pokemon or just as popular as Pokemon, which I think we're kind of close to. But in order to break that barrier, I think they got to think of different methods that Pokemon's not doing, and that's sending out people mail. Like whenever you get a magazine, like a Christmas magazine in the mail, like catalog where it's stored, like here, buy our toys. You never see Magic the Gathering in there, but you do see Pokemon.
Yep.
You know, and that's because they're handled differently at the stores. You know, because Pokemon actually sells product. Like that's not meant their trading card space where a secondhand distributor puts it in the store. Wizards of the Coast needs that in Walmart. They need more product in the basic store. That's another thing I'd like to see, more product for in the basic store. I'd love to see Magic the Gathering clothing or a hat in Walmart that I could buy from Walmart.
I have seen clothing at Walmart for Magic the Gathering.
Right, you have, but my curiosity about that is who distributed that to Walmart, because I have not heard about that anywhere else other than you.
True.
You know, and yes, it would be awesome to see general merchandise for Magic product or Magic non-card product in stores, Walmart, Target, and so on and so forth. And I'm not talking about just seeing Funko Pops or action figures. I'm talking about more general things. Like, they made shoes. They sell things on certain websites, but they could definitely have an open space to become as big as Pokemon or just as big or more bigger if they advertised in those spaces by selling product in those spaces.
Yeah, I think that Magic could be bigger. Honest opinion.
Right.
Could be wrong, but it's just my opinion. I think they could be bigger.
Right. It could be bigger. It's played more than Pokemon.
Yep.
And you could see things like blankets or even Legos of Magic the Gathering, I think would be really cool.
Right. Blankets, Legos, for sure. Legos would be awesome. There would, seeing like I know this is kind of a weird idea, but like seeing a Pro Tour sold as a DVD in the store would be cool. Mm-hmm. Or you buy a shirt and it comes with a DVD of the Pro Tour, that'd be cool.
Oh, even the simplest thing like posters. You don't see posters of Magic the Gathering in stores, and I think that would also be really cool. Decorate your walls with a bunch of Magic the Gathering stuff.
Right. They have all these secondary local game shops to do it, like local game shops, local stores, kind of things, like brick and mortar stores do it, which is cool. But I think they need to break into the mass market. And I think that's the biggest hurdle right there for being bigger than Pokemon is they need to reach the mass market. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't know what Magic the Gathering is and you see a shirt that says Magic the Gathering on it, that brings awareness to the product, and that might lead to someone investigating the product to find out more about it.
Right.
Like Walmart made some money on me a couple weeks ago where I saw a Spider-Man shirt at Walmart. They had it in my size, and it was a Todd McFarlane size shirt. Todd McFarlane art shirt that they're using on one of the cards. And since my brain referenced it to, and I love Spider-Man, don't get me wrong. And I love Todd McFarlane, one of my favorite artists for Spider-Man. But just because it was with the times of Magic the Gathering come out Spider-Man, I got the shirt for like $8. Now, can you imagine if there was like Magic the Gathering shirts like that? I mean, everybody knows Walmart has issues with people and theft in Magic cards, right? So take out the negative from that, because we already know there's negative in that. But the positive in it is people are wanting stuff from the game, right? So sell more stuff.
Yep.
Reach out differently. I think that'd be cool, and have the funds. Have the funds for this stuff go towards the competitive Magic scene. Help it pay for Las Vegas. Help it pay for the arena that you're playing in. Help it pay for these MagicCon events. That would be awesome. That's where they do the Pro Tours nowadays. At MagicCons.
Yep.
I don't know. I think Wizards of the Coast has the opportunity to do so much more for a company that's doing a lot. But don't take my word for it. Tell me what you want in chat. What do you want in chat? What do you want for Magic the Gathering for the competitive scene? What do you want for Magic the Gathering itself? That's a good question. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I'm spitballing some fire ideas here. But
you are. I mean, the power creep is real. That's for sure. There is a lot of power creep in the game. And in order to overcome that power creep, you do have to be competitive.
Right. That's right.
And the one other thing I would like to see, as weird as it may sound, they used to have, how Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Had their own little shows, like cartoon little shows.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be cool if Magic the Gathering could do something like that, too.
They are doing something like that as they advertised. Don't hold your breath. But they're working on a show for Netflix.
Well, I did not know that. Learning something new every minute.
Yep, I watched that on one of their. I was on one of their, not this last Pro Tour, but the Pro Tour before it. They advertised it. Yeah, yeah. All right, my friends, it is time we get to
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MP33, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MP33 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Whoa! Slow down, Hillbilly. Slow down. I'm telling you, I'm not that good looking. I promise. It is time for the shill section, everybody. We got to start locking things up and getting out of here. Wife has to go to work a little bit early today for a meeting. Yay! That means I got to work on dinner a little bit sooner. So we're going to start rolling out here with the shill section. We're going to start with the loneliest of wolves. We got Lone Wolf.
Appreciate you guys letting me hang out with you today.
Yeah.
Let's get you guys up to 1,500 subscribers. We're getting there for the both of you. I think that's cool.
Yeah. I think you're cool for being here, being awesome. There we go.
Hey, everybody, around 2 o'clock, I'm going to try to stream. It just depends on if Arena's up working right. I tried it this morning and was no game sound. Don't know what the issue was. I'm trying to investigate it, figure out what the issue is with the game sound. And if I don't get game sound, I may try Path of Exile. But that's what I got planned. Hopefully that the plan falls through for one of those games. That's all I got planned for today.
All right. Everybody, Super Fast Tortoise here. Today's Wednesday. Normally we do Wednesday arcade, but right now I'm hindered from doing so right now. Our big TV broke, so we're using my little TV that I play video games on to substitute that for the day, for today. So we're going to do something tonight. I don't know if we're going to get a commander game tonight, if people want a commander game, or if we're just do a chat and chill session like we do sometimes. We'll figure that out. We're doing something tonight, but just hit that like button for this video. Let me know you like the video. Hit that subscribe button so you're notified by hitting that bell that when I go live so you won't miss it. But with that, my friends, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I want to thank you, Hillbilly, Lone Wolf, and Mugenfool, who was here previously, to chill out with the show and have fun. I want to remind you guys you're awesome, you're amazing, that you're loved, someone's thinking about you, and if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else, because you might be the change you need. Also, I want to thank my channel members for supporting the channel you do. You help the channel a lot, just like you subscribers. People who subscribe to the channel help the channel grow and do lots of things when you like the videos and everything else. You guys rock, you guys roll. Let's get to that sweet outro. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.